yeah, as a parent, there's nothing more that I love than seeing my kids grow and develop through their activities. So, yeah, my two girls do dance. Yeah, they work hard week in, week out. They're doing 3 days per week. They're doing their routines. They're doing their thing. And then the big crescendo is the end of year concert, and yeah, seeing them get up on stage in front of hundreds of people, and yeah, particularly my 4 or 5-year-old, where yeah, I couldn't imagine getting up on stage as a 5-year-old in front of hundreds of people and just getting up and doing a ballet routine or a hip hop routine or whatever it might be. So it's amazing as a parent seeing, you know, the confidence that activities instill in kids. But obviously the traits that they develop as well. So yeah, creativity, collaboration, communication skills, all those sorts of just general gross motor as well, right? Sort of life things that you need as a functioning human being. So yeah, as a parent, it's a big key reason why we created PrezentBox, and it's also a key reason why we as a family really encourage our children to do multiple activities as well. So yeah, aside from dance, they're also doing karate, they're doing swimming, they're doing little athletics. Yeah, next they want to do gymnastics, they want to do this.
He's a busy man.
I am. Yeah. Yes. Not just cost, it's time as well.
Well,
so.
it's interesting. I think the stat is around only 48% of kids are participating in a sport one time per week. Wow. So when you think about that, that's a bit of an indictment on us as a nation. We like to think of ourselves as a sporting nation, Australia. It's a bit scary when you think about only half of the population of our kids are actually participating in sports. And when you start talking about multiple sports, I think it drops down to sort of 15%. Yeah. So that's pretty scary. Now, on the flip side of that, if you look at it with a more positive light, that also represents a huge opportunity for us to get more kids participating. So we see that as one of sort of the underlying purposes for us is we want to get more kids into grassroots sport, you know, increase that funnel that's participating in activities. Our sweet spot at the moment, Lockie, is that 3 to 10-year-old. But if we increase the funnel at that grassroots level, then we're more likely to have more kids participating when they're older. And particularly when we start thinking about it from the standpoint of if cost becomes more of a barrier, well, then at least with having parents using PrezentBox, having a pool of funds to help subsidize their kids' costs, then they're more likely to be participating into their older years as well. And then I'll go even further to that. When you start thinking about elite pathways, it becomes even more expensive, right? What an indictment is that on us as a society that once kids actually become really good at an activity, it becomes more expensive and that becomes more of a barrier. So again, we're trying to help sort of from a 360-degree standpoint, keep kids in activities by minimizing that barrier of cost.
Yeah. And we know cost is the key consideration point for a parent. Yeah, we were speaking to a local martial arts centre just in our local area here in the MacArthur, and really well-run business, good operator. Even he said, he goes, Dan, this year, he goes, my enrollments are down 30%. He goes, every time an interest rate increase was announced, my memberships went down that month. There was a direct correlation with it. So we know cost is hitting the back pockets of parents, and they're making those difficult decisions. And that's probably why we're also seeing all those stats around high obesity rates, sedentary behavior, screen times through the roof, retention issues, all those sorts of things as well. So